Hey guys, it's Amanda. I just wanted to take a few minutes and share with you guys just some thoughts and some encouragement on how we can all make the most of this isolation season that we're in. First, I know it's so easy during this time to be looking inward, but thinking constantly about yourself, it takes up too much energy. There's this verse in Romans 8 that says, obsession with self is a dead end, but attention to God leads us out into the open, into a spacious, free life. And I don't know about you guys, but that sounds amazing right now, that open and spacious, free life that God offers if we take our attention off of ourselves. I know that during this time of isolation, we're all living in our brains a lot more than we would like to admit. And I know that as we're sitting at home alone or with our family, it's getting really tough to block out these tough thoughts and these mental health issues that some of us may be facing. But can I encourage you for just a second that if we would stop looking in and we would start looking up and we fixed our eyes on Jesus, that He offers that wide open, spacious life. If you can take your attention off of yourself and you can focus upward onto God, it would look like maybe reading your Bible a little bit more, setting a timer and choosing a time of day or several times during the day to just stop and pray about the emotions you're feeling, the different things you're facing, to pray for your friends and your family and your church. As you go through that and as you talk to God more and you listen to Him and as you attend our weekly online church sessions, I think that you'll start focusing less on yourself. And there's this old hymn that says, turn your eyes on Jesus, look full in His wonderful face, and the things of this world will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. And what that's saying is, the more that we look at Jesus, the less we look at the things around us and the less important they become. And so those thoughts of boredom and isolation and sadness and anxiety, as we focus on Jesus, those fade to the background as we focus on how beautiful Jesus is. So as you're tempted to look inward during this season, I challenge you to look upward, and I also challenge you to look out. If you're feeling these feelings of sadness and boredom and anxiety, I know for a fact that you have a contact list full of friends who are feeling the same way. And I know that they would so greatly be benefited by you reaching out. This is such an opportunity for us to reach out and to love each other creatively, to write letters and to text each other and FaceTime each other, to lift each other up, send each other Bible verses that we found encouraging. You know, as a church group, I think this is an opportunity for us to get stronger. We can reach out to our small group and make sure everyone's doing okay. We can reach out and make sure that all of us are taken care of. And I just hope that during this time of isolation that we would feel that even though we're alone in our homes, that we are not without friends and we are not without a support system. So if you're feeling these ways and you think that you might want to be reached out to, why don't you turn around and do the same thing? Check in on a friend, check in on your small group, check in on the people you love, and hopefully they return the favor. Now, the last thing is, instead of looking backward, I encourage you to look forward. You know, Philippians 3:13 is one of my favorite verses. It says, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal. And Paul is talking about pressing on towards this ultimate goal of seeing Jesus at the end of his life. And I know it's so tough. I want to take a second and just say that I'm so sorry for what you've lost in this time. I'm so sorry for the seniors who are missing these huge life-changing moments. I'm so sorry for all of our students who are missing projects and events and sports games and all these different things that you thought that you were going to have in this spring semester. And I'm so sorry that you're going to miss out on that. But I also want to say that we can't live in the past. We can't live in what might have been, and we can't look back with regret. You know, God calls us to look forward. He calls us to look forward into this faith-filled future. And He wants us to look forward and to think of the bright and beautiful new things that He has for us. God doesn't take things away from us just to make us sad. God doesn't take things away just to hurt us. You know, one of my favorite quotes is, that He restores to better than before. He will take what you have lost and He will turn it into something beautiful in this life or the next. And I just know that some of you guys are missing some of these things so badly, and I hope that as you can look forward into the future, you see things that are even more special and more beautiful than what you missed out on. The last thing I want to encourage you guys with is that this season will end. We won't be in our homes, we won't be isolated forever, and I just hope that when we come out on the other side of this, that we didn't waste this time, that we didn't spend it all living inside of our heads, looking back at the things that we missed or looking inside at the awful things that we're feeling, but that we come out on the other side of this and we strengthened our relationship with God, and we looked out for each other. We cared for our neighbors and our loved ones and our friends, and that at the end of this, that we can say that we truly have a good future and a hope to look forward to. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you in person, but until then, I will see you online.